12/1/23, December. My life started off moving at a very fast pace. Born into survival mode from the beginning, I feel what should have been a normal and careless childhood brain activity was replaced with an overly active and overly stimulated advanced brain activity of mine. I guess it was because of the environment I was born into. My earliest memories involve me cursing like a sailor and an intricate and individual trip into the woods beside my childhood home when I was no more than 3 years of age. I say all this to say that I grew up very quickly, and by the time I was 16, I had a child of my own to take care of. For years, even after his birth, the struggle of survival mode and hyper-independence continued. Things began to slow down drastically following the death of my second child. Perhaps I had never looked at it in such a light until now, but I've been learning that with death comes great transformation, and the transition of my second son brought me into a major transition only 1 month later. It is a transition that I am still within to this day, and it may have very well saved my life and pivoted my journey. You see, shortly after the said death, I exited survival mode and took on a way slower and more peaceful life form. I went from living in the shelter in NYC, going to school full-time and running my business on the side, to a small town in North Carolina. I was able to just stay home and work on my business if I chose. It had been the first taste of peace I had in my life since we left our childhood home shortly before my 4th birthday. 17 years of an unforgettable traumatic cycle. Ever since I had got a taste of that peace, I'd stop at nothing to keep it continuously flowing in my life. And that meant separation of attachments to many beings and short-lived relationships and friendships with folks. Here now, at the hardly ripe age of a quarter, I've come to the realization that I am inside of this slowdown, this journey of peace and everlasting enlightenment because of a sacrifice that I have yet to truly heal from or fully understand. What I do know is that my life was saved. At the pace that I had been going on, an early death was almost, if not certain. I was saved not by a make-believe God or Jesus in a church, but the God within ourselves and the power of creation, even if it didn't flourish in the physical. All this time, I have been trying to cope with the exchange of an innocent life force, non-physical presence. I'm going to say that again. All this time, I have been trying to cope with the exchange of an innocent life force's non-physical presence over my own physical existence. I hadn't took the time to realize that it was all for me. It happened for me, not to me. As I live and breathe here today, fully alive in the physical existence, yet fully aware of the non-physical plane, I have to give thanks. I must. All praises to the Most High. Yeah.